power of personal achievement. And in this is the first part, which is 7 truths about you. And this is based on a training by Brian Tracy by the same name, The Power of Personal Achievement. So let's start. So all of us, we've mentioned at different times, we have spoken about the 80-20 principle. So the fact is that it applies in multiple areas of life, and we are specifically talking about one area where people are successful. So the fact is that only about 20% of the people are most successful. And these 20% people actually achieve vastly more. It could be money, it can be career success, it is like better family relationships, better health. And the other 80%, they live a life of quiet desperation. What we mean by quiet desperation is that they feel they could be doing far better than they presently are, and they are angry, frustrated, etc. Okay. So this 20% of the people are, very successful. Are they successful? So this is the question. Are they successful because they come from very successful families, or they have a lot of money already to start with, or they come from top colleges, or they are very intelligent, or they are very, very creative, or they have much better personality? Is that so? Now, here's the interesting thing. A Harvard research study uh, suggests that what we have said in the previous slide is not true at all. People from impoverished families are wildly successful. Okay. People from very affluent families end up being impoverished. People with very high IQ, many of them or some of them are actually struggling. And people with an average IQ are running very large businesses. So the point is there is no correlation between any of these factors, that you are coming from a very educated background. None of these things actually matter. So what actually matters? There is only one correlation with the success, and that is what you think and how you think. In other words, your mindset is what makes all the difference. This is what the study seems to say, and this is what Brian Tracy is going to talk about in multiple slides as we go along. So the point is, if you think differently, your whole life can be transformed. Okay. And if you learn these principles, the series of principles that we're going to be talking about, your life could change explosively. It's like, Brian Tracy gives an example of a car, a high end car, a Mercedes Benz high end that he bought. And for some reason, he didn't know the potential of that car. And he was driving it, and, it was going at a certain speed. And then one day he took it to the mechanic for servicing, and that guy looked at it and he said that, look, there is some part which has been put reverse. There is some valve which has been put in the reverse, this thing, by some mechanic in the past. So the moment they changed that valve this side to that side, he just put his foot on the pedal and it just dashed into the road. Okay, so that's the kind of transformation that is possible, that if you learn these principles, your life could change explosively. So the key thing to do is to find out the blocks that are stopping us. Find that block and clear it. Okay, these blocks are basically mental, emotional, and psychological. The interesting thing is that all these things have everything to do only with our mind and our thinking. Okay, right. So now we are going to start with first step. The first foundation block in this whole series is 7 truths about you. Okay, 7 things that you may have heard some of these here and there. Some of these you may not have heard, but they are very, very interesting and very, very eye-opening. So the first is that you're thoroughly good person in every way. See, many of us, we are not convinced about this. We think that there is something not okay with us. We are like, in multiple ways we doubt ourselves. Okay, we keep doubting ourselves all the time. So the first thing is that there is innately, we are, in a certain way, if you want to look at it, there is a certain perfection in each of us. Okay, this is truth number one. Now the second one, we have more potential than we can use in 100 lifetimes. Okay, this looks like an exaggeration. In the subsequent series, there are very specific cases that we will talk about, where there are numbers that are quoted about how much of our brain are we actually using. So I just want you to just accept it at face value now, that we have more potential that we can use in 100 lifetimes. Okay. So effectively what it means is you could actually be earning 5 times or more than what you're earning today. Okay. You could be achieving vastly more than what you achieve today. And this is a fact. Okay. You can never ever use up all your potential. In this lifetime, definitely you can never ever use up all your potential. There is so much of potential in you. And the very interesting thing is this, that the more of the potential you use, the more becomes available to you. So it is like, the more you practice, the better you get, kind of thing. Even in this space, the more of your potential you use, the more becomes available. That means there is even more that you become capable of. Right. So now this is the next, the truth number 3. You have the ability to be, do, and have much more than ever before. Right now, there are multiple ways in which we kind of think that we are constrained, we can only do this much. What you have achieved so far is just a shadow of what is truly possible of you. In this context, there is a story that Brian Tracy told, a very nice story. It is not. It is kind of on the side. It is kind of showing how the relevance to this, not directly relevant. So there is some person that Brian Tracy ran into, years ago, and that person, he is a very successful person, and what he had to say is that basically how he's basically having a whole huge homestead. So how it was is his grandfather, the way the laws were, this is like 150 years ago. His grandfather, the rule was that if you are willing to take up a whole patch of land, this is in the USA, you are willing to take up a huge patch of land and cultivate it and do things with it, then after 5 years it will become yours. This is how the rule was. So there was a whole large area that his grandfather took up at some point in time, and then it was kind of scrub land. So his grandfather was growing some grain, grass, cattle, and all that. His father inherited it, and his father also struggled. And that time it was all this World War and all these things happened. So through the World War and all, his father struggled and did the same kind of thing. Then he inherited it, and for him, when he also saw that there is not much that is growing here, so effectively he was growing some goats and some goat milk and this and that they were using, and effectively he was surviving out of the social security, that welfare checks that people in the USA get. He was surviving out of that. Then at some point, an oil company came by and they said that they are kind of studying the whole area for seismological data, and they are to see if there is some oil possibility. And then so they requested permission to test his land. And when they tested it, they put a test bore and they found that there is oil down below. And then they signed an agreement with him, and they said that they will pay him a royalty of $10 a barrel. And they started extracting 8,000 barrels per day. You imagine what the money is. So suddenly his entire life got transformed. Now, the point in the whole example or the story is this, that the oil was always there on the land. Okay. But they didn't know the existence of it. Okay. And there is nothing that they could do until somebody came by and pointed it out that look, this potential is there. Similarly, you and I have this potential, huge potential, untapped potential, which we don't even know exists. This huge potential is there in each one of us. And I want you to, all of us, I want you to really kind of visualize the kind of potential that is there we don't even know exists. Right. The fourth truth, you can learn anything you need to learn to achieve any goal you can set for yourself. Just think of how huge the statement is. You can learn anything you need to learn to achieve any goal that you can set for yourself. So in effect, what you're saying is to achieve something that you have never achieved before, you must become. So see, this is two quotes. One is a person named Les Brown. Les Brown is again a motivational speaker, and he's a kind of actor and all that. Okay. So Les Brown has to say this: to achieve something that you have never achieved before. What, according to Les Brown, you must become someone you have never been before. You have to change the person that you are. And Brian Tracy says that you must learn something that you have never learned before. So, in other words, what we are saying is to achieve something that you have never achieved before, there is a certain change that has to happen. That change is inside of you. And there is something that you have to learn. You may not know it, and you need to learn it. Right. So, the more you learn, the more you can learn. It's very interesting. We have an enormous, as we said, no, there's a huge, enormous untapped intelligence. Okay. Remember that you can learn any subject. You just have to put your mind to it. Any subject, anything under the sun, if you decide to pick it up, you can pick it up. Okay. The only barrier to the success is that, learning how to do things better and different. This is the only thing, the extra. How do I learn to do things better and how do I learn to do things differently? This much, if you figure out, you will crack it. So, the more you learn, what happens? The smarter you get. And what happens in reverse? The smarter you get, the more you learn. It's like a loop. It's like what we call a positive feedback loop. It's like each one feeding to another and it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. So, there is no obstacle between you and your goal. You just need to learn how to do it. You try and look at all the things that we are saying in the context of our own business. Okay, that it's basically a set of skills that you pick up. If you pick up those set of skills and you just become good at it, you will crack it. That's all there is. So there is no obstacle between you and your goal. You just need to learn how to do it. So what we are saying is you can learn anything you need to learn to achieve any goal that you set for yourself. Okay. Remember that every person who's successful today, once he was a failure. Okay. He was in that state where he had no success. He has come from that point only, everybody. All the people who are successful have started at the bottom 10%. Okay. And they set specific goals for themselves, all these people. And they did things differently from an average person. This is what set them apart, that they made different choices for themselves and their life changed. Right? Okay. Now, remember, see, this is, I am seeing it very clearly in our own case, that the absence of even one piece of a knowledge or skill, you may, for example, there may be people, somebody who's excellent at presentation in our case, but when it comes to closing and follow up, they may be terrible. They'll find it like they'll just be struggling and they will, so what I'm saying is that the absence of even one piece of a knowledge or skill can hold you back for years. Right? So the point is never allow yourself to be held back just because of the absence of a knowledge or skill. Remember again, all knowledge and all skills are learnable. And all money making skills and success skills are learnable. And anybody who knows it today, there was a point in time when they did not know it. So can you imagine this? That anybody today, we are seeing somebody who's wildly successful. A few years ago, he did not know it and he learned it, and today he has become successful. So everybody has gone through this process of not knowing, learning the skill, becoming good at it, and succeeding, right? So do not allow yourself to be held back because of the absence of any knowledge or skill. Look at what you can do to pick it up, because just the absence of even one skill can push you back by many years. Next truth: your life only gets better when you get better. This is another, this particular truth is it's got a very strong spiritual connotation. The problem is that all of us, we want our life to get better, but we do not want to change. Okay, we do not want to do the things to improve ourselves, but we want everything around us to become perfect. This does not work. There is a one-to-one relationship between what goes on inside of you and what is going on outside of you. Okay, you cannot have anything more or different on the outside than what you are on the inside. Okay. If you can understand this implication of this clearly, your life only gets better when you get better. Okay. If you can understand this, so effectively, what you need to focus on is yourself. Now, let's look at something very interesting. What is the only one thing that you can control in your life? Just think of it. I want you to just think. There is only one thing that you can actually control in your life, and that is what is going on inside of you. Outside of you, anyway, it's all not in your control. Almost everything is not in your control. But what is inside of you is 100% in your control. Now, just think of it. All you need to do is to work on your inside. You manage your inside, and automatically you'll start managing your outside well. So, you see the beauty of it. The fact is that there is a one-to-one relationship between your inside and outside, and you have full control over your inside. So, the moment you are willing to change your inside, okay, automatically things around you will start changing. Next truth, number 6. It does not matter where you're coming from. All that matters is where are you going? Just think of it. Okay. The relevance of this is this, that most people are held back because of regrets that they have in their life. Most people today, if you talk to a psychologist or a psychiatrist, they will tell you that in the most of the patients they talk to, they have this thing, if only my father had done this, or if only my wife was like this, or if only my child was like this, or if only my life situation was like this, if only I had this wonderful job. That if only is something that most people are stuck with. Most people are held back because of their regrets in their life. Now, the interesting thing is, it does not matter. The past does not matter. All that matters is where are you going? What are you going to do? That's all that matters. So, here and now, if you've understood this thoroughly, I would like each one of you to take this one decision in your life. No more if only. The past is gone. It doesn't exist except in your mind. The past doesn't exist. Okay. If you are willing to just let that past go, just drop it. No more if only. Okay. If you just drop this if only, your whole life can open up, because it does not matter where you're coming from. All that matters is where are you going. That's all that matters. So, if you can take this as a rule, I mean, if you just think of it, no, never get upset about something that you cannot change. Isn't that true? I mean, what's the point in fretting and fuming about something that you cannot change anyway? There is this beautiful quote that I heard many years ago. It's somebody asking the Lord. They're saying, Lord, give me the strength, give me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the strength to change the things I can. Okay. And the wisdom to know the difference. Okay. So, in this context, just remember that what you cannot change, why fret and fume about it? And now just think of it. The past is something that you cannot change anyway. So, why fret and fume about it? Just let the past go. 95% of most of the unhappiness that we are having in our life is just lingering. It's just hanging on and on, is only because of your carrying this past events as a burden all around our life, which anyway cannot be changed. So, one of the most important discoveries in human success. So, somebody who's really successful, no, they clearly see this, that there is no point in lingering in the past. They just let that past go and get on with life. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. All that matters is where are you going. The seventh truth about you. This is very, very powerful. Please look at it carefully. The only limit on what you can accomplish is the limit you place on yourself by your own thinking. I'm going to repeat this. The only limit on what you can accomplish is the limit that you place on yourself by your own thinking. So, if you understand this, just change your thinking and everything will change for you. Because we are putting all the constraints on ourselves, and we think that, oh my God, I can't do this. life is not happening, success is not coming, whatever you're struggling with. All the conditions, all the limitations are all we have created in our own mind and we are suffering it. So here is a very beautiful exercise. I want you to participate in this exercise. Okay. Take the best income in your life. Okay. Now, some of you who are extremely young, who have not started earning yet, you can, take your parents' income as the datum. Take the best income in your entire career. What is the best income that you've had, you or your as a family? What is the best income that you've had? Yeah, I'm just taking a random example. Let us say that best income was 1 lakh per month. Okay. Take that best income in your life. Have you taken that number? I want all of you to just take it and just do it along with me. Now, add 1 0 at the end of it. Okay. And set that as your goal. In effect, what we are saying is that this 1 lakh per month example that I've taken, just add 1 0. It became what? 10 lakhs a month, right? Take that 10 lakhs and set that as your goal. Now, what does your mind say? Immediately, I can see some people smiling. Immediately, your mind says, what bullshit. This is not going to happen. This is absolute nonsense, right? Your mind will immediately reject it. Immediately, it will just throw it out, right? Now, let's try and look at it slightly differently. Okay, tell me, just I want you to be with me on this. Is there a 1 in 1,000 probability that you can achieve it? 1 in 1,000. Is that probable? Okay. 1 in 1,000 is probable. How about 2 in 1,000 probability? Is it possible? Or maybe 3 in 1,000? Now just see how your mind is shifting from saying that it is impossible to just think maybe there is a 1 in 1,000, 2 in 1,000, 3 in 1,000 probability. Now you start thinking about what can you do to increase this probability. Can we start thinking like this? What can I do to increase this probability of a goal where you have added 1 more 0 after the best income that in your family or yourself, what you've had in your career, right? What can you do to increase this probability? Now you start thinking beyond this is impossible, right? You start thinking beyond this to how would it be possible? You start thinking about the solutions, right? You start thinking about what do I have to do to earn this kind of money? You'll start thinking differently. Now your whole creativity will open up. Just think. Now you'll start thinking. Now we are saying that it's a 1 in 1,000, one in some probability, small probability is there. Why don't I just try? Your whole creative mind opens up. You will start doing things, or you'll start seeing things or possibilities that you never saw before, right? Now, after you went through this and your creative mind, blew up and, you did various things. Suppose you made 8 lakhs a month or you made 5 lakhs a month. Is that too bad? So just think of it. See, we are limiting ourselves in the whole process of how our mental makeup is. No, we limit ourselves. So the only limit, again, I'm repeating, the only limit on what you can accomplish is the limit that you are placing on yourself by your own thinking. So what happens? Poor people stay poor because they think poor. The entire mentality, the entire thinking is their entire mental makeup, everything is like from a poor man's point of view. And people who are successful, they have a very, very different kind of thinking. So the most important part of becoming a millionaire, this is a quote by somebody. We'll see who the speaker who has quoted said this. The most important part of becoming a millionaire is not the money that you earn. It is the person that you have to become. Okay, it's not the money that you're going to have as a millionaire. It is the kind of person that you have to become to be that millionaire. Okay, Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn was the one of the mentors of Brian Tracy. Okay, he's no more now. He was an American entrepreneur, author, and a motivational speaker himself. So there's something that Jim Rohn has said. So what we are saying is change your mindset. That is all that is needed. we the immensity. As I was going through this whole video and I was taking notes and all that, I was just thinking of the immensity of this whole thing. That what a huge thing it is. That the entire thing is just a game of our mind. Okay, as we said, poor people stay poor because they think poor, and successful people have a very very different way of thinking. Okay, now just think of it. Suppose you have that mindset of a millionaire or a mindset of a successful person. Suppose you lost all your money in an economic crash. Suppose it happened. Okay, you have no problem because your mindset is such that you will start earning that money again. You just think of the beauty of it. You can just bounce back simply because your mindset is like that. Okay, you have the mindset of a millionaire and therefore you can always bounce back. Okay, so it is most important for us to realize that you have everything you need within you right now to achieve everything that you could possibly dream in life. Please see this. Please see this clearly. You have everything you need within you right now to achieve everything that you could possibly dream in life. Only thing we didn't know that it existed in the first place. So, uh, that's it.